Hello and welcome back to the channel where we break down the hottest football action and give you our best insights for the big jackpot. This week, the SportPesa Mega Jackpot has reached a mind-blowing 103,954,470 Kenyan shillings. Imagine eating that. Your life will change overnight. Today, I'll be going through my prediction for the 17 Mega Jackpot games. For each match, I'll give you a quick analysis and then my prediction. Remember, football is full of surprises, so take this as insights, not guarantees, and always bet responsibly. Let's get started. The first match of the SportPesa Mega Jackpot this week is between Manchester United versus Chelsea. Chelsea have looked the stronger side of late, with their attack creating more chances than Manchester United. However, Chelsea have a tough midweek Champions League clash against Bayern, while United will be fully rested. The extra freshness could give Ruben Amorim's men the edge, especially at Old Trafford, where they tend to grind out results. My prediction will therefore Manchester United to win. Game number 2 is between Bournemouth versus Newcastle United. Newcastle also involved in Europe, facing Barcelona in the Champions League midweek. That is a huge distraction, and a squad rotation is almost guaranteed. Bournemouth, on the other hand, have no such distractions and will come into this clash fresh, backed by their home ground. They have been tricky opponent at the Vitality Stadium, and therefore my prediction would be Bournemouth to win. Game number 3 is between Albacete versus Valladolid. This is a tight Segunda Division battle. Both sides are compact and tend to cancel each other out. Albacete are hard to beat at home, while Valladolid usually manage to grab point on the road. Expect a cautious, low-scoring affair, and therefore my prediction will be a draw. Game next is between Tondela versus Estrela. In Portugal, these two sides are fairly evenly matched. Tondela have been resilient at home, while Estrela are unpredictable away. With neither side clearly superior, a stalemate looks very likely, and therefore my prediction here will be a draw. Game number 5 is between AZ Alkmaar versus Feyenoord. Feyenoord remain one of the strongest clubs in the Eredivisie, with a powerful attack and solid defense. AZ Alkmaar can be dangerous, especially at home, but Feyenoord overall balance and consistency give them the upper hand. My prediction in game number 5 is therefore Feyenoord to win the match. Game number 6 is between Strømsgodset versus Sarpsborg. In Norway, Strømsgodset have made their home ground a fortress, often outscoring opponent with fast transitions. Sarpsborg are inconsistent, especially away from home, where they concede too many. Strømsgodset energy in front of their fans should be enough, and therefore my prediction will be Strømsgodset to win the match. Game number 7 is between Auxerre versus Toulouse. Auxerre are solid defensively, while Toulouse often rely on counter-attacking football. This clash could easily get bogged down in midfield battles, with both teams struggling to break each other down. My prediction will therefore be a draw. Game number 8 is between Le Havre versus Lorient. Le Havre are no pushover at home, but Lorient have a sharp counter-attack that causes problems for teams like this. Recent form suggests Lorient have just enough to edge it, though it could be tight. My prediction in game number 8 will therefore be a Lorient to win. Game number 9 is between Fiorentina versus Como. Fiorentina are a strong Serie A side, but they sometimes underperform against teams lower in the table. Como, newly promoted and full of energy, could frustrate them with a compact defending. A draw feels likely the safest call here, and therefore game number 9 I will go for a draw. Game number 10 is between Aarhus versus Broadby. Aarhus are strong at home with great crowd backing, and they have been difficult to beat lately. Broadby, while experienced, often find it hard to get result on the road against tough opponent. I will go for home team to win. Game number 11 is between Malaga versus Cadiz. This Spanish class is balanced. Malaga rebuilding, while Cadiz bring more top flight experience. With both teams evenly matched and defenses expected to dominate, a draw look most realistic. And therefore, in this match, I will go for a draw. Game number 12 is between Elche versus Real Oviedo. Elche are inconsistent and struggle to finish games strongly. Real Oviedo, on the other hand, are more structured and disciplined, and their away form has been impressive. They should be able to win this one. My prediction will therefore be Real Oviedo to win the match. Game number 13 is between Gil Vicente versus Estoril. This is another clash of mid-table Portuguese teams. Both have shown flashes of quality but also dropped silly points. It's hard to separate them given their recent result. I will go for a draw in this match. Game number 14 is between Mechelen versus Cercle Brugge. Cercle Brugge come into this with a momentum, playing aggressive and attacking football. Mechelen meanwhile have been shaky at the back. Cercle's form give them an advantage here. I will go for Cercle Brugge to win the match. Game number 15 is between Padova versus Vitesse. Italian lower league football is always dangerous, but Entella have been more consistent in grinding out results. Padova will put a fight at home, but Entella's disciplines give them the edge. I will go for Virtus Entella's to win the match. Game number 16 is between Panathinaikos versus Olympiacos. The famous Greek derby never disappoint. Both clubs are giant and usually play very cautious in these derbies, knowing one mistake could decide. Expect intensity, yellow card, and very few clear chances. I will go for a draw in this match. Last game is between Cordoba versus Racing Santander. Cordoba are strong at home, but Racing Santander have been the more reliable side recently, showing better organization and confidence. Their current form suggests they can take all 3 points, and therefore I will go for Racing Santander to win the match. And that brings us to the end of my prediction for this week's SportPesa Mega Jackpot worth 103,954,470 Kenyan shillings. What do you think of these picks? Do you agree with my analysis, or do you see a few upsets happening? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more prediction every week. And as always, be responsible because football is unpredictable. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.